Taco Stand, episode 6. We got a new guy in studio. Super rad, dude. My homie and an amazing videographer. Blake Butler of Butler Media. Hashtag the Butler did it.
Gotta remember the hashtag, folks.
Yeah. It's a legit. That's probably one of the coolest hashtags out there.
Hey.
All right. Welcome to the Taco Stand.
Sweet. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a good one because of all of the guys, you're probably the most quiet at the races.
Yeah.
But you also have a lot to say, which I don't know if that makes sense or not. But I know you have you got some pent up energy you want to get out.
I'm quiet most of the time. I just sometimes we get a little crazy when we're all like roasting each other and everything. But for the most part,
everyone loves a good roast. Everyone loves a good roast session.
Oh yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's fun.
We've done the past couple times. We've done a couple, like a new segment in the beginning, and I mean we're obviously it's called the Taco Stand, and I know you have a Mexican wife, and when you have a Mexican wife, you get a lot of experiences in tacos. I mean, give me like a 2 to 3 times a week, or is you?
Nah, I think it's like hit and miss. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
Like, well, with all the stuff going on right now in the world, but before it was like, we'll go like 1 week, we'll be eating with her family all the time. And then we're making bomb seafood and, ceviche and like aguachile and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
But you've had some amazing tacos.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So everyone knows my preference. What's your preference? What is your go-to when you're like, you know what? I want a taco. What are you ordering?
Well, if they have it, bro, I'm getting the carnitas taco.
Yeah, you like that? What is it? Shredded pork?
It's pork, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not shredded. It's just chopped up pork.
Yeah, it's kind of like shredded, but it's still like kind of chunk too.
Yeah.
A little bit, but if they have it, a lot of places don't really have it that much that I've seen.
What's your go-to tortilla?
Bro, it's corn. Because we beef about this all the time.
That's true.
Mean, flour's good. Like, I like flour, but
corn's the go-to.
Corn's the go-to for me. I don't know why. I just... It's there, dude. It's got me.
This is what... That's where you're feeling it.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that's always... it's always good to hear other people's opinion. Like, I mean, I'm plain. I don't want to say I'm plain because I'll put everything on it and get a little spice in there, but... there's a couple guys where they're just like, oh, I just want meat and cheese. Want a flour tortilla. I'm like, oh, come on, man. You need something.
Yeah, what's funny is I was like that for a while.
Really?
Until I got with my lady.
Yeah. She made you try it.
Oh, yeah, dude. She just hand me food like,
yeah,
dude, all this salsa and everything, and bomb.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like, missing out on all this, bro.
Right, open up a whole new world for you.
Now I get all crazy when there's no cilantro, bro. There's no salsa. There's nothing.
That's gringo food.
Yeah.
But I grew up having Mexican food, and homemade flour tortillas were a big thing at my house. So we always had homemade flour tortillas. We never did corn. So it's like flour tortillas and chicken or carne. We never got too exotic because they didn't know how to cook it. But then you go down and you get the El Pastor off the brick. And
that's good too.
Dude, I want to go to Mexico so bad.
Yeah.
And get some freaking bomb tacos. I can't wait. All right, enough about tacos because now making me hungry. Let's just get this thing over with real quick so we can go get some tacos.
Have to pause, come back, and restart it when we have tacos.
Let's get into a little bit about you, man. Not very many people know about you because you're a super quiet guy. You're not very outspoken. Only when it's to us, and usually it's nothing positive. It's always roasting somebody.
Yeah.
It's like you not
wait for that moment.
Yeah. Like the perfect moment where someone else F's up and you just points them out.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a videographer. You're part of the crew. You've come to a lot of races. What got you into that? Why did you start even shooting with a camera? Like, why did you get a camera? Where did it all start for you?
Well, I was always interested in, like, filming stuff, and starting off, like, growing up around off-road racing, stuff like that. And, that being a part of my life and seeing all the stuff that you were creating, I just kind of got interested into it and decided, well, maybe I can do that. I can go to those spots and get some shots.
Did you,
But
uh, when you started, did you immediately think like, hey, this could turn into something and I could start my own company? Or, did you like, hey, I just want to shoot and have a good, like, have fun doing it, make it a hobby? Or did you actually think like you could, turn it into where you got, I know you have one video that's got a ton of views because you shot someone, out there testing their truck or whatever in Parker, and uh, that guy had a big following, and you were able to produce that for him. Like, did you think it could turn into where it is, or when you got into it, what did you think it was going to be?
well, I always knew that it could maybe become something like that, But at the beginning, it was just more or less just something to do, kind of try something new out and check it out and try and make some cool stuff.
Like, did you already know how to operate everything, or did you just kind of wing it?
I kind of winged it a little bit, just I kind of just took the camera out and just did it myself, just filming stuff out, down in Parker out in the desert and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, the first time I actually like really used the camera was when I went to Parker with you guys like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And even then,
How
who I
did
was out there with was showing me like, oh, we got to do this. Well, you got to shoot it with this,
did you know how to edit and all that stuff? Or you just kind of
Like, I mean, I knew the basic stuff just from like being as a kid and like messing around on the computer, like just how to cut and trim things, like even on your phone, posting a video on YouTube. But it was no different than like, I mean, it was a lot different than like editing software on there now.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of taught myself a little bit, just going on the internet, YouTube, how to do stuff.
That's nuts. That's what
I mean,
when you think about it, like you learned how to operate your camera, you learned how to edit,
yeah,
all from YouTube.
yeah. Well, I just thought like, if I'm doing it as a hobby, and I'm enjoying it, why not try and make myself a little bit better and figure out how to do this? Or like, if I seen a video someone posted, try and look at it and be like, okay, well, they did that. Like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
And then just try and figure it out. Go on the internet, look, and
That's crazy because you produce some good stuff. Like,
yeah.
but like I mean, I've seen from your very first shot to what you shoot now, and I gotta say, I don't know if any of the other guys want to hear this, but like you're one of the best guys we got to shoot, and always appreciate you coming out to the races and stuff, and like I like to, give you the praise when the praise is earned, and you definitely earned it because you come out with some killer stuff, and I don't ever have to worry about you. Like I got to worry about Deegan,
That's good. I appreciate that. I mean,
Of course.
that's good to hear. I haven't been doing it that long, so it's a nice thing to hear. But I mean, I just go out there and I'm hit and miss sometimes. I make my mistakes here and there, but I try and learn from them and think, well, I don't want to do that again because I like coming out, And at the end of the day, like, you're hiring me to go out there for you.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to make sure I get the things that you need.
And
so
I 100% appreciate that. Because
you know.
we do have some guys. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to say anybody's names. You know who you are. But like they tend to struggle a little bit producing the best stuff. They get stuff, but the best stuff possible. Where I'm like, hey, go to this bush, shoot that bush, and I know what I'm gonna get out of you.
Yeah. Well, I think what helps a little bit, I mean, is just growing up around off-road racing.
Yeah.
Like you tell me what to go shoot, and you kind of tell me the shot that you want.
Yeah.
And I just go there and know kind of what the class, like a trophy truck or a trophy truck to like a class 10, like how they're gonna look different through that turn.
Yeah, you know the sport a lot better.
Where I need to be,
Yeah.
things like that. And I feel some people think that I'm a little too close sometimes, but
Yeah,
I mean, growing up around there, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable to know when someone's gonna lose control or they got it.
I think that comes a lot with it too. Is like, the vehicles. There's some spots where you get a little bit closer than you're supposed to, but like, the terrain, what the cars are gonna react.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding things happen, but most time things happen in a way that I don't want to say are predictable, but the laws of gravity make it predictable.
Mm,
So you know exactly what should happen or could happen. So I feel like that's kind of like a
yeah.
easy way to shoot in a spot to where you know you're gonna get something good, but also be safe.
Yeah. Well, like that shot I got a Harley at Apex, dude.
Yeah.
That blew me away. I thought for sure.
Yeah.
I got a little like, woo, ready to go. But
Is
hey,
it,
he's that good to hold it together, you know. And
yeah.
I feel a little more comfortable when, you know, like Harley or Rob Mack or even Robbie Gordon, even though he gets a little crazy sometimes. But I feel comfortable if I'm shooting right there because I know, you know, they've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
So they're experienced enough to know if something goes
Wrong.
sideways, they know where they're going.
Yeah.
They already have it all planned out, what's going on.
Yeah.
You know.
Is this something that you're, are you gonna keep at it? You're gonna keep being, keep coming to the races, and I know you have a lot on your plate, but
Yeah, I want to keep coming to the race. I actually want to go to more. Like every year, I try and do a little bit more.
yeah,
You know, because I mean, it would be nice. As I like my job, my day job, and like I've gotten good certifications through that and stuff. But it's not as fun as going out and filming off-road racing.
yeah.
You know, just
Oh,
name something that's close to just experiencing that, even just watching.
yeah,
You know, but actually be able to go out there and go and film. But I would like to eventually make that my full-time job. You know, and so that, but it takes time. I understand. You know,
yeah,
I got to work and making a little bit of progress.
yeah.
My,
You're coming out. That's the nicest part. That's like you're able to, keep your 9 to 5, which I did the same thing you're doing. I had a 9 to 5 and I started this, and doing 239 films. At the beginning, it was tough. I took out my 401k from my 9 to 5 to buy better equipment, and then it kind of everything just kind of clicked, and from then on, it's gotten bigger, it's gotten better, and knock on wood, but I'm super lucky to be able to do what I do.
ain't even lucky, dude. That's hard work.
It's
hard work. That's just commitment and staying with it, like hard work and commitment.
Yeah, and right now, it's been a bit of a struggle just because the fact there's nothing going on, and in order for me to shoot stuff's got to be able to go on.
Yeah.
Luckily, these next 3 months should be fairly busy with races because we have the Moore race coming up. We got Silver State. We have the 500 in July.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Vegas to Reno in August. And I think there's another Moore race in between there. And, it should, hopefully it picks right back up where it left off.
Yeah, hopefully all those just pan out and everything stays scheduled.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I mean, the California stuff's a little always up in the air. But I feel like the Nevada stuff, Arizona stuff, all that stuff should stay in line, and we should be okay.
I need to get down to Mexico, dude.
You need to come down to Mexico.
My lady's been teaching me Spanish, so I'm well versed. Is that how you'd say it?
Yeah.
Well versed?
Yeah, you can say that. Being multilingual. We'll just say that.
I wouldn't quite say I could just carry on a conversation with somebody, but I might be able to figure out if I get lost and figure out where I need to go.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing, I mean, you can get lost very easy down there, because, what's funny is you can Google Maps it, right? But it's all in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's a lot tougher to read in Spanish.
Well, I'm sure it's a lot tougher to drive on those roads too. And look at your phone trying to be on the GPS, like little tiny goat trails that they have for roads, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But we definitely need to get you down there, because, dude, one, the food is amazing, which I know you know that part, but the footage and the places we get to go, there's some rad places, and the people down there are amazing. Like, they support it, and like they're behind you, and when I mean behind you, they're literally standing right behind you, like while you're shooting. They're in the action. They might be standing right in front of you too. So, but they love it, and it's cool because the passion they have, like, the Americans, they love baseball, they love team sports. Well, down there, they have to love off-road racing. It's a part of their way of life. It's really rewarding to get that kind of following and have the people of Baja involved. It's actually super fun. And
Yeah.
Tech is absolutely insane.
Like just crowded?
Oh,
Just people?
thousands and thousands of people.
Mm.
They let out school, and they get all the kids are there, and like, dude, it's bigger than anything you've ever seen in the States.
Well, like you watched all those old, like the older off-road movies.
Yeah,
Is it like that?
it's just like that. Oh yeah, it's freaking rad. I love it, and the food. I mean, the food's probably the best part. Like if you have like a list of 5 things, the top 2 are food, because you got amazing. There's amazing breakfast. It's kind of weird that like everyone's like, oh, Mexican food. Their breakfast down there is absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah.
It's all natural sugar stuff, and oh, dude, it's so good. Red Bulls down there taste different.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I know the Cokes are like obviously the Mexican Cokes are
it's
way
everything.
different, but
The
damn.
Red Bulls taste different. They work better. They
Really?
work better. Yeah. Bro, there's this place in Ensenada, I don't know how to say this. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's Charliero. It's the trailer.
The trailer.
Yeah, and their El Pastor tacos, dude. No one can match them. So freaking good. Right off the brick, bro. Just tap, 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 tap.
I gotta go test it out.
Yeah. And then there's 2 other places that I've like been standout tacos to me. There's the Valley Trinidad Taco Stand, which is probably the best carne tacos I've ever had. And usually it's in the middle. You're in the middle of pre-running, and you stop there and you get 7, 8 tacos and just down them because they're so good. And then there's this place, San Juanico, which it's on the coast side, but it's way down south. Like it's about midway, and it's kind of in its own little cove. Like the surf break there is like 1.5 miles, 2 miles long. This is a long surf break, so it's a surfer place. Well, there's shrimp tacos. Oh my.
Good.
Dude, absolutely amazing. We were there for 2 or 3 days. I think it was 2 days. I probably put down 15, 20 of those tacos because they were so good.
Man.
Yeah. Dude, it's making me hungry. Is it taco time yet? I think we should designate a taco time.
Yeah.
Right? Order tacos, have them lined up right here, and then just play some faint elevator music. Like, while we're eating tacos, just ding, 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 just jamming down tacos down.
Man, that'd be good.
Yeah. I can't just say it enough. I love going down there. It's one of my favorite things to do. As far as being a shooter, and and I go down with a team that's been going down there for 30 plus years, and we don't go to places where you're not supposed to.
I've always wanted to go, but
Hey, we got to get you to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
One day.
One
It's
day.
on the bucket list, dude. I need to go.
Yeah, we'll get you.
It's hard having to take like a good couple days off of work to go down there.
Yeah.
Because like if I go, I don't want to just like, when we do these races here, like I can kind of do my shift at work, leave after work, go shoot for like one day and then come back.
Yeah.
Like if I go down there, I want to go like.
You got to do the whole thing.
Do the whole week, dude. Just.
Yeah, I feel you.
Really get the full experience.
I mean, I've been going down there since 2013. Is I think when I started doing Baja races.
Dude, I was still in high school, bro.
And dude, I can't reiterate. Like, I've been all the way to the bottom, from the top, and it's so many red places to see, so many cool people to meet, and it's just a all around good time. I love going down to Mexico.
Man.
Yeah.
Make me want to go right now.
Yeah. I wish it was possible because I would be going right now. You're one of those guys that you fit into our group really well. Like, I've known you quite a while, but not personally, but I've known of you just being around off-road racing, and you're a big family friend of one of my original clients, Randy Merritt and the Mongo Racing guys.
Yeah.
And what's super cool is like, Randy's always been a part of my life when he started racing and everything, and my being my dad's friend, and then your stepdad is one of his greater friends and been around him is forever. I remember meeting your stepdad. Back in the day, we'd go drive out in the middle of Swansea and watch the race randomly, and so I've known your family for a long time. And then you got involved, And at first I was like, one of our mutual friends was like, oh, I got a buddy. He said he wants to come out. I was like, all right, yeah, have him come out. And he's all, his name's Blake. I was like, oh, cool. And it took me until you had already shot, and then like we talked, and I was like, dude, I know who you are.
Yeah.
And then I think ever since then it's like you've been a constant, and you fit in with the group very well.
Yeah.
I know, you get along with Zach, you get along with Tyler, you get along with Deegan, and then when all of us are together, none of you want to get along with me.
It's too easy, dude.
Yeah. So, you're like the spicy little.
Yeah. It's because we love you, dude.
It's spicy addition to the group, but it's always fun at the races. I think we have a great time as a group, and we have the group text, and they all the events through the weekend, and I think and all in all it ends up in a good weekend.
Yeah.
But like, what's your favorite race? Like, is there one that stands out to you that you're like, that was probably our funnest time we've ever had? Or like one that you're like, oh, dude, I got nothing but fire, that whole weekend?
I always get bangers at Laughlin. I feel like I always get bangers at Laughlin. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite race. I like shooting there. 'Cause I like being done at like 5. Being back at the hotel room.
Yeah.
Chilling, but I would say like my favorite race, like, I like Parker.
Yeah.
Even though I've only shot it like twice with you guys.
Yeah.
And the first time I wasn't even part of the crew yet. I was just the first time shooting with you.
Yeah, just hanging out kind of thing.
But even though I ended up going to like the wrong turn at the last one, but it was still got good stuff, and
yeah,
it was fun, especially being hometown. Like, not have to drive very far. I already know where I'm going for the most part.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at least the general area of where I need to go. So that's fun, but Laughlin's definitely a close second. Yeah. Definitely.
I feel like that is like the media.
It's just
everybody loves Laughlin, and me personally, yeah, I like shooting there. I know we're gonna get good stuff, so it's like, but it's the same stuff. I like going to a couple of the other races where it changes a little bit. Like Parker, we don't always go to the same spots, or the Mint, we don't always go to the same spots, and change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Laughlin, I feel like we're shooting there 3 times a year basically, and I feel like it's just kind of what's gonna happen, where it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
let's just send someone there.
Everybody just sends it though.
Yeah, it's just good footage. Yeah, it's a good
nobody
week.
Cares, dude.
It's a good couple of days out in Laughlin, and I feel like that's probably the one where we'll all get the closest as far as like a group.
Yeah.
Because the other races we're too tired, so we get back to the hotel after like one of the events. We do transfer footage or whatever, and then we go to sleep. Where Laughlin, you transfer footage, and then we go out, hang out, have a good time. Get some B-dubs, and sometimes there's the UFC's on, so we go watch the UFC at B-dubs.
Yeah.
So I feel Laughlin's a good time for me, but as far as favorite race, no, it's not even close.
What's your favorite race?
Parker.
Parker?
Yeah. I love Parker, just everything about it. I love the Baja races. Anything in Baja is super fun for me, but if I had to just shoot one race all the time, I'd shoot Parker. Because there's so much, it's where you're going to get the good stuff, and in the helicopter, there's such good, like, long spots where you can shoot someone for 5 to 10 minutes, and you're going to get good stuff that whole time. I don't think anything's come close to Parker yet.
Yeah, Parker's cool because it's got like all sorts of different terrain too.
Yeah, that too.
You get the sandy stuff, you get the wash, then you get out there by Bouse, and it's just crazy.
Yeah,
the graded roads, and
it's a good time.
No,
it's always a good time. We're right now. There's no racing. Like everything's on hold. I know you're still busy with your 9 to 5. Are you ready to get back to shooting some more races?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you shot anything during this break?
No, not really. Camera gear's just kind of chilling, but I have something scheduled coming up, so that's good.
Yeah.
Kind of keep a little busy, but it was almost kind of nice, to kind of chill for a bit. I mean, for me, like, because I was working 3 jobs,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
here and then helping Zach at the pizza place. Well, Zach helping me out,
Yeah.
you know, and then I would go film with you guys. So it was nice when, like, kind of stopped working there.
Yeah.
I didn't really, like, do anything for a little bit. But it's good. I'm ready to go back out. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Tired of the home life, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like when you're like working so much, you're like, man, I need a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been on a permanent 3-month vacation, and it's just
Yeah.
like, dude, I need to go do something. This is getting obnoxious.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, you know, we just found out word just the other day that we have a race at the first weekend of June, the Moore McKinsey 300, which that's going to be huge. They're already, you know, they're close to like 100 entries, and like, if it actually happens, there's probably going to be more than that just showing up. And then Silver State 300 for Best in the Desert just got released, and it's going to be in the end of June, like June 25th through something like that. So a couple races in the next month, which is super nice. And I know you shot both of those races.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do you like? What do you expect? What do you think about Lucerne? Like, you like going out and shooting out there?
It's cool. Like, I mean, it's good. I think I've only shot that track twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get pretty decent stuff.
It's all natural.
Yeah.
Natural hits, natural, you know, natural decay, super rough.
Yeah, I like how they don't really, like, mess with the terrain.
Yeah, they don't, no tractors.
Let people go.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's good. And and this one's too, it's a bit of a shorter course. I'm not sure exactly the mileage, but it's not big. Yeah. So it's still going to get some racing, and you get a ton of action. And then Silver State.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
I like Silver State.
It's a drive.
Yeah. That was the first race I took the Jeep to. When I first got the Jeep.
Yeah. So that one's fun because you get to, I mean, it's cool. It's not hot. Like, I think you shot, well, where you shot last year was pretty spicy because you're on top of the rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the spot right off the start.
Yeah.
And then I like that silt turn.
Yeah, the one at the end of the day. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, you ended up with some good stuff last year.
Mm-hmm.
I like Silver State. It's one of those races where it's a point-to-point, but it does like one big circle, and you can get a couple different spots, which is always nice, not having to, you know, having to struggle to get to different spots. You can at least get one spot, let everyone go by, then go to another spot, let everyone go by, and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's silty. That's what I love about it.
Silt's always good.
The silt is gonna be epic. Always makes for good shots. Has there anything else you're freaking looking forward to?
Looking forward to.
Yeah.
Back out there getting ready to shoot, man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the racing's gonna be a little bit better. Like all these guys have been wanting to race. I think you're just itching to go.
Yeah.
You know, and
they're gonna get out there.
They're getting a little crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we get that on camera.
Yeah.
I know there is one thing that's been taking up a lot of your time. I mean, since we haven't been racing, the iRacing, and you're like legitimately iRacing. You're not just in the grandstands, you know.
Spectating.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, we did a race last night. It was fun. I'm not as fast as all those guys, or as fast as I thought I could be on there.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
What are you racing?
The Lucas Oil short course series, the Pro 4s. Man, this is fun.
This is a good time.
Yeah, it's a blast, dude. It's pretty crazy, like how competitive it gets, like how crazy everybody gets in there.
Like, is it super detailed? Like, are you freaking, like, you have to set up your truck, all this stuff?
Oh yeah, it's all tuned setups, bro. It's all in the setups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how's your setup?
It's okay. It gets me by. I mean, I started 7th last night and I finished 3rd, but I was chasing Alan and Pooty the other day. He was smoking me.
That's right, though. You ended up 3rd.
Yeah.
What's like? Is it like one big event, or?
It's like every Wednesday night. They have like a series going on. I guess it's been going on for a while. For like a couple months, I guess now. Me and RJ just kind of started on it a little late, but it's still fun. You know, they do it every Wednesday night. I think it's a different track every week. just get on there and do some qualifying, and they have like the top 20, I think, points leaders that are leading the series. They have them start in the main, and then they have like 4 heats, and they take the top 2 out of each of those heats to go into the main. So
yeah, that'd be, dude. I know it. Like I know, Jeremy. They got it set up, and
yeah,
they're starting to get into it a little bit more. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like to think like, that's actually a thing.
You got to come down and get on that my iRacing thing, dude.
I do. I need to.
You gotta check it out.
I want to play. I mean, I'm not a super good video gamer. I know it's not the same,
bro.
It's not even close.
It's like, I mean, it's a video game, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's weird how like the mechanics of the game, like, I don't know. I was just being like, I've always been interested in driving, you know, like always. I mean, driving like razors and shit. I mean, that's not equivalent to like a trophy truck, but like, just I've always been drawn to like driving something, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just weird how quickly like you could pick up on it. I mean, you race some off road, so
yeah. I feel like
you could probably pick up on it fairly quick.
I feel like I could. I mean, I've rolled a razor too, so like.
Well, at least when you roll on this, you won't like
hit
your head or nothing.
Yeah, I won't I won't need staples. But like I feel like everyone talks about it. It's like it's super realistic. Like everything's. It's not just like playing a video game. And I'm like, I need to try it. I just need to sit down, go try it out and see what I can do with it.
I got it right there, dude.
I know I need to come down and do it.
Check it out. It's like, I think it got really big though because of all this coronavirus stuff, you know, and all the racing got put on hold. So you have all these guys, like professional racers, you know, like
not being able to race.
And like there's a bunch of people in there.
Yeah.
And I feel like those guys are like itching to race, you know, and this thing kind of fit, you know, so it's like blowing up.
Yeah, yeah. Like I've watched a couple. I've watched the NASCAR events that they put on, and you know, there's a ton of people racing. There's a ton of people with, dude. It's crazy, like the different costs in that thing. Like you can get one for $800 to $1,200, or you can spend 5-6 G's and get legit setups. But
I think I'm like, if I don't count my computer, because I already have my computer, like $450.
Yeah.
But I built mine.
You did it all. It's
formed me, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have like the full race seat and?
It's an older race seat. It's like an all aluminum race seat that my dad used to have when he was racing circle track up here.
Oh, okay.
So he had it in his garage, and I was like, "Well, I'm getting ready to do this, you know." And he's like, "Oh, I got the seat for you.
Nice.
You can take it."
Yeah.
So mounted it all up. It's fun.
I gotta try it.
Yeah, my lady gets mad, dude. I'll be spending hours on the
hours
racing, dude. Just trying to get better, dude. Just you get so like, oh man.
I know we've had this scheduled. We've had you coming on the podcast scheduled to make me a couple of times, but it's literally every time we're talking about schedule and one of these races shows up and you're like, oh, I can't, I'm racing.
Bro, if I don't text back, I'm racing or I'm working.
Oh man,
it's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down and check it out. Maybe this weekend.
Let me know, dude.
Yeah, for sure. So, COVID hasn't affected you too much. I mean, you're still the same. You're doing the same things you were before, minus the whole we're not going out and being able to shoot. You're doing iRacing, so that's keeping you busy. And I know you got a lovely little family, so you're taking care of that, spending some time with your family. That's good, always good.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're looking forward to? What's in your future? Like what's keeping Butler Media alive?
Just having fun, Like I enjoy going out there and filming and watching these guys in these, $1,000 vehicles just send it out there, So I like to go out there and keep filming and more races coming and just, eventually keep it growing. Yeah. I mean, I finally broke 1,000 followers on Instagram, so that was like a big. That ain't nothing to you, but like it's a big.
Yeah, it is a big thing,
And it's cool. I mean, I know I haven't posted in a little bit. I need to get on there and keep up because social media is crazy. You got to stay posting, dude, or people just lose touch.
It's crazy. Like the algorithm, like ever since they've changed it, it's totally changed everything. Like the only time I'm getting a ton of likes and views is if it's something catastrophic. Other than that, people are bored. Like I can't post a cool little silt, blow up shot or berm shot or something, and it's like, they're like, oh, that's cool. Then I suppose someone, won their brains out. Oh, it goes, it goes huge. That doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah.
Like, I like this shot better than this guy getting wadded up. This shot's way better.
Yeah, well, I've posted some pretty decent shots, but then like the one with Harley on
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah, it went huge.
That one blew up.
Huge,
Crazy.
huge.
I think on Facebook there's like 200,000 views on trophies or more,
Yeah,
and like that's the most I've ever gotten.
yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't on my page, but it
Still,
had my watermark on it and stuff. But like, it's crazy,
yeah. You don't.
And you'll post like you're saying, you post something like, "Damn, that was a good shot," but nobody.
You're like,
That's cool. Whatever.
that's cool, and then just scroll through.
Yeah.
Having you out there is always fun. I know all the crew love you, and we love having you out there, and it's cool to see you do your own thing as well. I know you've done a couple small shoots. You've done some street car shoots, which I mean I don't really care for, but hey, that's your thing. You do
Yeah.
your thing.
Yeah, well, like that, like starting out wanting to do that,
Yeah,
it was cool, but like it kind of graduated more. Like I started getting pulled more towards like off road and stuff, and then like now I've been kind of thinking like maybe I want to get into like some product video stuff,
mm-hmm.
maybe try and dabble in that. Like
It's always good to keep your options. Yeah, you gotta stay open to shoot. You know how to operate the camera. That's the good part. That's the main part you need to know. Everything else kind of comes. It'll come to you.
Yeah,
And
I'm just open to get more opportunities. Just
Yeah.
learn as much as I can, different things, more on the resume, more experience. Just have fun doing it.
Well, I know I have a ton of fun doing it with you.
It is fun. It's fun roasting you while we're out there.
So, we have a pretty tight-knit group.
Mhm.
There's a few of us that are at most of the races all together. Who's the funnest to be around and, like, give a hard time? You know what I mean? Like, you get the most laughs out of. And then, well, let's just do that one. Who's the funnest to be around?
Like that makes me laugh?
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah, out of our little tight little, we got our little group.
we're all pretty funny, dude. So I mean, like
Like
That's
who
a hard
who
one.
who pulls your strings? Like who's the best? You have to choose
I know.
because they're all gonna listen and be like, "Why wasn't I the
why'd you
best?"
pick
Yeah,
me, bro?
yeah.
Damn.
Hey, I might be sitting right in front of you. I don't care. I just want.
I think everybody has their kind of things, but I think the most I probably have like a lot of fun with Zach at the races.
Yeah.
Because like Zach, like I can, like I mean, we could talk shit. Like I could talk shit to you, talk shit back to me. But like me and Zach, we could go at it like just all day, and then
You guys are neighbors as well.
yeah,
So you
small
live
town.
you live next door to them.
yeah,
So I mean, you got that nice little bond.
yeah,
Yeah. See, I can get the most upset at Zach and not be mad, right?
Mhm.
Like there's things that he has to do that nobody else does that
Yeah.
he has to do. So like I can get the most upset at him. He's super funny, but the hardest person for me, I think, to deal with at the races is Tyler when he's not in a good mood, or Deegan most of the time. Like you're super chill.
whatever, dude.
It's fun when we go back and forth because I feel like I do it with all you guys. Like we
Mhm.
have a back and forth for a minute, to where it's just I'm like, oh, you should have shot it this way, and you're like, but it came out fine, and I'm like, yeah, but you should have shot it this way. You're like, I don't care, I'm gonna shoot it this way.
I don't think I've ever said I don't care, but like
Yeah.
I've been like, yeah, I shot it this way. I mean, I still got the shot.
Exactly,
Like-
exactly. Where I think is like, we do that. I do that with Zach all the time.
Mm.
I do that with Tyler. Where Deegan, I do that to Deegan, and Deegan's just like, well, yeah, okay, all
It's
right,
different. You've known them like
yeah,
their whole lives, you know.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a little.
It's fun though because I know he knows what he's doing and I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about him and stuff. But it's fun to he'll miss a shot or something or do something because he's gotten cameras destroyed. He's the only one besides me that has gotten cameras destroyed, and he's gotten multiple cameras destroyed. So he's the one I have to worry about the most because he's the most expensive on equipment.
Mm.
But yeah, and like Tyler, if he's not in a good mood, me and him will go back and forth, and I like to just keep poking at it, and he tries to poke at it, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep poking back at you. So that one's always fun. Where I feel like you and Zach always like gang up and do it together.
Oh yeah.
It's never just you, or it's never just Zach. It's you and Zach.
Oh,
Always just giving a hard
I'm
time.
the moral support dude. I just wait for the right moment, and then it's like
Yeah.
game on. Or if you're having like a bad time, Zach will tell me like before we go in the room, hey, dude, hey, Bob's having like a bad day right now.
Yeah. Watch
And then
out.
we'll just like slowly
Pick at it.
ease into it
Yeah.
until you start having a good time, and then it's like, oh, it's full fledged.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go after Bobby.
But to brighten the day, dude, come on.
Yeah, it's to keep it lighthearted. Yeah. It's all in good fun. I know there's nothing.
I understand you're stressed about it, but it's like we like to have fun with you.
There's times where I don't want to I don't ever want to talk to you guys again.
Look at us, bro.
Yeah, is it just a look? That's all you need.
Stare at us, bro.
But it's cool too, because like in the same as much hard times as we give each other, it's just as much fun, and we have that many good times together.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I like it.
Oh, it's a blast.
Yeah.
I love coming to the races, dude. Especially when like it's all of us, like you, Tyler, Zach, me, Deegan.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's our dream team, bro. Like,
yeah,
we always have a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody comes, just nobody has any issues with each other. Everything's just
and
smooth.
And we know how far we can push it.
Yeah.
Like there's
kind of the limits.
Yeah, there's a limit, and we can always go right to that limit, and then ka-cha.
But it's funny when someone gets mad, though. Like, if somebody gets mad and they take it a little serious, like,
everybody's
just even more, dude. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. Usually it's me, but it goes from like 1 or 2 versus 1 to everybody versus 1, and it's like this one will say something, and then the one in the far corner will say something. So you'll pick up on this one, and then this one way over here, you faintly hear that one, and that one pisses you off more than this one. So you go after this one. Well, then this one says something. Oh man, I feel like that more or less happens at the fun races.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't happen at the Mint because the Mint's hectic the whole time. Parker usually isn't too bad because Parker's a big event and it's a long event. Vegas to Reno, it doesn't happen. I feel like it's like Laughlin, Silver State, the short races to where we're going to be done early anyways.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do the same thing the next day. I feel like that Saturday is usually the worst of it. And
everybody's just beat, dude.
Yeah. But it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh no, I'll still come back and roast you about when you tell me like, oh dude, it's 100 yards are here. I'm like,
so you're
2
not
miles, bro.
So the Bobby measurements is what Zach calls it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty accurate.
Sometimes.
I feel like I'm pretty close. It might be distance-wise, might be a little off, but usually when I tell you to go somewhere and you shoot and you go to where I'm at, usually you're dead on.
Yeah.
But it's the start to the start to get there.
It's the getting there.
Yeah, it's usually a little off by like a few thousand feet.
Well, like at Laughlin, I think it was like my second year at Laughlin. And the first year that I had filmed at Laughlin, that little gate that goes back to where they come out of the infield, it's that turn. Everybody always shoots that big berm that everybody blows up, and then they go through the fence out to is that the high school that's out there? Or what is that right there?
Yeah.
Where they come through that fence?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And like there was a gate, and I drove through there the first year. Good. Well, the second year, it was closed. And I had called you like, hey, bro, this thing's closed. Like, how do I get through here? Oh, bro, just jump the fence, dude. It's only like 100 yards. Bro, that shit was like 2 miles. I remember walking that. I'm like, bro.
Hey.
And I jumped that fence with all my camera gear. Like,
did you get it?
Yeah, I got the shots.
You're good then. You're good.
When I was like walking back, and it was like 4 in the afternoon. And I think it was like almost in the summertime too.
Oh really? Oh well.
Because don't they do it twice?
Well, they
did one. They moved it. They moved the date though, right?
Yeah, it used to be in May.
It was the one when I did it in May.
Yeah, because we did it for World UTV Worlds, and then you did it in May. April was Worlds. May was the Laughlin race, and then we do it in December for Rage. Well, now it's October. No, this year it was February for Laughlin, and October's the Parker race, the Blue Water Desert Challenge.
Yeah, I think it was in May, because I remember walking back like
dead hot.
Oh, I had no water, dude. And I drank all my water walking out there. I was like, just done. But it was fun. Got the good shots.
Yeah.
And I think, was that the one with, I can't remember if that's when it rained.
No. It wouldn't. I don't think it rained that year.
No. This was in February, huh, when it rained?
This year it rained in February.
Because that's when you told me, like, shoot this turn, shoot that turn, and then go to this turn.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, you can make that. And you were flying by in the helicopter, dude, and I was full sprint. And the leader was, like, coming through. I'm like,
yeah. I was like, oh, it's like 100 yards. No, that was like 600 yards.
I was full sprint with my backpack, camera, everything.
That's
and
right.
You're just flying by looking at me like...
Oh, good times. Good times at the races. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for telling your story.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Cool. It's always fun.
So, nice to get out of the shell a little bit. You say I'm quiet, so...
Yeah. You let loose a little bit.
Yeah.
Next time we're just going to get you drunk and see where you go
Then I just don't shut up, dude. And then Ashley always tells me, shut the hell up. Because I just talk.
You just ramble on?
Yeah, it's all the time being sober. I don't say much.
You hold it all in.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun having you. If you want to get a hold of Blake, it's at the Butler Media.
Oh, yeah.
At the Butler Media on Instagram. You have a Facebook as well, don't you?
Yeah.
And if you want to get personal, it's what's your Instagram for your personal?
Oh, just Butler928.
At Butler928.
Yeah, if you want to see all them family pics,
Yeah. You have a gorgeous little daughter.
Thank you.
She's freaking...
Looks nothing like her dad, bro.
No. She's the cutest little thing. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And when you send me, you send me a video of her just giggling or, just hanging out.
Dude, my favorite one is the broccoli one. When we tried to give her broccoli and she just was not having it.
Dude, that is the most legit. I think that's the one that's saved in my phone. It's so funny.
That's great. Light of my day, bro. She crazy.
Yeah. That's good. I mean,
she's funny.
The fatherhood is one of the greatest gifts for sure. And I mean, you're doing a great job at it, so.
Trying.
Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate
it. I think you're going to be the first one that's going to be dined to tacos after the taco stand. Because usually everyone's here till 11 o'clock midnight and while we're shooting, so they don't get home till late. You're lucky. We're going... We got perfect timing to go get some tacos.
I've been up since 5 a.m., so I'm like, let's go get this done, get some food, and then...
Exactly. So, all right, man. Well, thank you. If you guys have any requests for for who you want to see on the podcast, we're just, trying to get this thing rolling. I know we got races coming up. We're going to start getting some racers on here. We're going to do some phone calls. Send me an email, Bobby@239films. Or just DM me at the Taco Stand Podcast on Instagram. All your input helps. I mean, I'd love to make sure we get some views on this thing, and keep the guests coming. I mean, everybody likes to hear different people's story. I know right now a lot of people are listening to podcasts because, I mean, what else do they got to do? They've watched all the stuff on Netflix and all that. So, thanks for coming to the Taco Stand, and adios, amigos.